So I was out at Leeds today talking to kids about kind of failure, which is kind of my new theme of the today was about failure and how we fail and how often we need to fail, and actually how important it is and how failure is the entry level to success, amongst other things as well. And it went well. I've got another session to do, which I'm doing in between this, so another talk will happen after it. Things to take away, again, it's working with students, and it's amazing how they are responsive to these things and how much they do take on board and take the advice and the guidance and suggestions and the tips and that I'm offering them to consider. But also important about how they are taking on board how the mind works, how it operates, things to bear in mind, and getting them into the right mindset for what they want to achieve, whatever it may be. It doesn't have to be school at all. So it was good, went well. Second session, we'll see how we can improve on that. I want to bring in more of the mindfulness, more meditation stuff, and then add that into the failure, bring more from personal story into it. But it went successfully, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I always start these talks out by saying that, I don't expect to reach everyone, but only reach a few, and that means reaching a few is enough to make a difference, then that's all for the good. So, in a windy Leeds, so I'm sorry the audio is a bit rubbish, but yeah, it's going well. I think the themes that are coming out of it is about how we're dealing with anxiety and that negative thought. I think one thing that came to me, which I really shared, and I think they really liked, which I'll share with you now, was that maybe their parents or their grandparents would know the phrase, kind of putting, wearing your Sunday best, or putting out the best china for the vicar to come around, or the local religious leader, where we would set up the best crockery and polish things down and make it looking super nice and put our best clothes on and be super presentable. And yet they are the parents who are used to that, but will then go and complain about Instagram, about how we're taking 50 selfies for one good one. But nothing has changed. It's a different medium. We're doing these things. We're communicating in different ways about putting our best face forward. And I think that was a nice kind of wake-up call for them, as much as for me to say, you've got to remember that Instagram's been around, but in different forms for years. So, that people complain about it, it has to be put in proportion to what we've always been doing, and it's in a further extension of that. But also then highlight how that then bleeds into discussions of failure, perfection, and over idolizing the final look, or how people are presenting themselves. And I think the making ourselves vulnerable is a powerful trait, but maybe one that's probably beyond the capacity of the talk today.